Merry meet everyone. Gypsy Willow here. Um, so I am making a video today on different things. I do have my guide today, so I don't go like crazy off topic, but which I tend to do, just like I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go over different things like spirit guides and familiars and spirit animals and the differences between them. And I know that for me personally, I find these things useful, and you may too. So let's get started. So first we have spirit guides. And spirit guides are beings that are assigned to us before we are born that help nudge us along and guide us through life. They can see what's going on in our lives, and when it's time to guide us and or help us through different things or intervene, there's several ways that they do this. One way is sending signs to us to kind of like, hey, you know, you're following this path and you really should be going this way, or like, don't do that, or yes, do that. They can arrange synchronicities to help you to know something or to see something that you're just not seeing, and you're just kind of looking past when it's something that's really important. Another way is sending people into your life, and if they feel like that person is going to provide you some assistance or some help, they will do this, and they will kind of guide this person into a meeting with you, like a chance meeting, I guess you could say, and this person becomes beneficial to you in helping you see that, maybe you need to go one way or the other, especially if you're having a hard time. This can be extremely helpful to you. Following your instinct is also a manner in which guides try to direct you. If you have that gut instinct, which a lot of us do, it's very important to listen to that. Don't ignore your gut instinct, because it's there telling you, like, I'm feeling very strongly about this. I really should listen to it. Do a meditation session. See yourself going into a room or to, a beautiful garden, somewhere that's quiet, where you feel most comfortable. If you feel most comfortable, with water, see yourself on a quiet moonlit beach, or some place that you connect with. You don't want to go to a garden if you don't feel comfortable in a garden. If you feel comfortable in a quiet, dark room, see yourself there. Start your meditation session with you seeing yourself going into a place that you feel most connected to. Ask your guides to appear before you, to sit with you, and to talk with you. In time, your connection will become stronger with your spirit guide, and you will start to, the meditations will become easier. The signs that they're actually helping you in life are going to become stronger, and you're going to notice them a lot quicker and a lot easier. Let's see. Make sure you put the intent in on speaking with them, with talking with them. It is everything about this is all about intention and what you want to see happen. Excuse me. So that is spirit guides. It's just a simple rundown of spirit guides. Next, we have a spirit animal. Spirit animals are teachers. They're mentors and they're friends. They come in the form of animals, hence the name spirit animal. They don't come to you in a physical body, which we'll get more into that with the next one. But they don't come to you in a physical body, although they may occasionally appear in physical form. Now, this does not mean that, you're going to, let's say if you go to a shelter, or you find, let's say if a stray walks up to you and you take that cat or that dog or squirrel or whatever it may be into your home, that's not going to be your spirit animal. That's more likely going to be your familiar, but we'll get into that in a second. When they say that although you will see them in physical form, let's say if you're watching television, let's say if you don't have any animals at all, if you're watching television and out of the corner of your eye, you You could have sworn that you saw a cat walk across the room, but when you look up, it's not there. That very well could be your spirit animal letting you know that it is there. Animals have their own kind of intelligence and great skills unique to them. Your animal guides share these gifts with you. Animal spirit guides are more than animals. They embody the spiritual essence of the animal, the divine form of the animal. Everyone has an animal spirit guide, and usually more than one. You do not choose your spirit animal, they choose you. So even if you are like, you love cats, cats are your thing, or dogs are your thing, and you're not much of a cat person, but you love dogs, guess what? Your spirit animal might be a cat. I mean, you don't choose who your spirit animal is. They absolutely choose you. Start paying attention to the animals that show up around you, either in physical or symbolic form. You may see them in your dreams or find a figurine in a surprise present. You may go, let's say if you go to like a thrift shop, or you go to the store and you see this, like, let's say if it's a little owl figurine and you feel particularly drawn to it and you're not quite sure why, because you've never been particularly drawn to any owl figurines before. That might be, a symbol that this is your spirit animal. Be aware, because they will make themselves known to you if you are paying attention. Also, keep a dream journal. I suggest you keep a dream journal anyway to begin with, because dreams often have messages, and the more you track your dreams and the more you write them down and the more that you go through them, you will start to see a pattern. But keep a dream journal. You may find this is the easiest way to follow signs if they come to you in dreams. Like I said, a dream journal is super helpful. More than just finding your spirit animal, it's helpful in life. There could be messages coming from, whether it be your spirit guide, your spirit animal, whatever the case may be, there's messages always in dreams, and they could be a literal message or symbolic. That's why it's important to write them down, because sometimes you have a really crazy dream. You're like, what was that? Like, I don't understand what that dream meant at all. But if you write it down and you track your dreams, that dream that didn't make sense at all might actually mean something and start to make sense over time. So, and next we have the familiar. And in legend, a familiar is a supernatural being that helps and supports a witch. A familiar is often identified or defined as an animal with whom we have a magical connection. Me personally, I have more than one. Now, I have many animals here. I have doing rescue work, I've adopted many cats. I have rats. I have a mouse, a gerbil. I have a couple of parrots. I have a bearded dragon. I have many, many animals. I'm an avid animal lover. They are not all my familiars. I connect with a couple of them on a spiritual level. With the rest of them, I just love to pieces. So, not everyone has, needs, or wants a familiar. If you have an animal companion as a pet, such as a cat or dog, try working on strengthening your psychic connection with that animal. If you don't have a pet but you'd like to draw a familiar to you, you can do this with meditation. Find a quiet place, which is always important for meditation, and allow your mind to wander. As you journey, you may encounter various people or objects. Focus your intent on meeting an animal companion and see if you come into contact with any. There's no rule or guideline that says you have to have one. This is a personal choice, and if you feel a strong connection with one of your pets, which is, how I feel with, I'm not gonna say how many I have, but I have many cats, and there are two that I am really very connected to, and one of them is an all-black cat. Her name is Bagheera. She's, me and her we're linked, and then I have another one, Petey, who is also, I have a special bond with him. So Bagheera and Petey are my familiars, and the rest of them are not my familiars, but I don't love them any less. I love them the same. Now, while doing magical workings in a cast circle, you may find that your pet is drawn to you at these times. That animal may in fact be your familiar. And it is said that if you are doing magical workings and you find that one of your pets or a couple of your pets are drawn to the energy in that circle, that might be your familiar. They say cats, in particular, are the only animals that can cross in and out of the circle, a cast circle, because they are messengers. So if you have a cat that you find that is particularly drawn to your circle, know that it is completely safe for them to be in your circle and can leave your circle. The only thing I would caution to you is that if you do have animals that are drawn to you while you're doing, whether it be ritual work, spell work, whatever it is, if you have candles burning, make sure that your animals are safe and make sure that your altar is safe, because you don't want your animals to get burned and you certainly don't want to start a fire. And cats definitely have a way of jumping up on tables and knocking everything over, even though their paws are teeny tiny. So just keep that in mind. Next we have a totem animal. And a totem animal is an animal spirit that you can call upon or invoke for special powers to serve as a guardian or protector when facing adversity. At the end of, below, if I could speak English, below the video, there's like a little description of what the video is or whatever. I'm actually going to add all of the totem animals and their associations in that section. That way you guys can go. It's not going to be in depth, but it'll be certainly, A through Z animals and a basic rundown of their associations and what they're good. Certain ones are good to be called for different things. And now the next three that I'm going to talk about are, I don't particularly connect with the next three, and I will explain why. Because they're more from a Christian or Catholic background, and this is just my personal choice not to work with the next three. This is not saying that people should, I'm not telling anybody that they should not work with these, because that's not what this is about. Everybody's journey is their own individual path, and if you feel that you want to work with these, then you go right ahead. And that's exactly why I'm sharing this, because even though I don't call on or follow or feel like I have any of the following, doesn't mean that I shouldn't share that with you. So what we have next is an ascended master. An ascended master is an enlightened being who is basically a walking angel. They have come to earth and served some time among us as healers, teachers, and prophets. Excuse me. They are now members of the spirit world, again, and help us from the other side. Some examples of ascended masters are Jesus, Saint Teresa, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and there are many more known through all the different religions. An ascended master has had many lives in a physical body, and through these lives and their own free will and hard work have raised their vibration and consciousness to such a state to have cleared their own karma and dross from their chakras and bodies. So the most important way to contact them and to have them help you or whatever, if you feel like you would like to speak with them or have them guide you, is through meditation. Meditation is key for any time that you want to call on a higher being to come help you or answer some questions or even just need a little bit of guidance. So the way to contact a ascended master is through meditation. Next we have guardian angel. I'm kind of on the fence for myself with this one. I'm not quite sure if I believe I have a guardian angel or if I don't. I'm not quite sure if a lot of different people, even Wiccans, pagans, believe that they have, this is not everybody, I'm not saying as a whole, but there are many Wiccans and pagans and witches, or, maybe not witches, I'm not too sure, but that feel like they have guardian angels, someone looking out for them. And, I'm not sure if I have any, and I know a good way to find out is through meditation. So I may or may not. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but for all of you guys that might be interested, a guardian angel is an angel that is assigned to protect and guide a particular person, group, or country. Your angel may begin to reach out to you on a regular basis, and meditation improves the chances of you hearing and or feeling them. Guardian angels don't all work in the same way. They adapt their approach according to their personality or ours. Some angels are more hands-on than others, and here are some ways that you may be contacted, some signs that you may be contacted by your guardian angel, so that way you know that they're there. One way is if let's say if you're outside and you're walking down the street, or you're in your yard or porch or whatever, and you see a random white feather just floating around you or just flying past you. That is one way. A white feather is a sign that your guardian angel is there. Next is angel music. It's rare. Not a lot of people have heard angel music, but what they say it sounds like is like a million angels singing, along with the sound of harps as well. So if you hear this sound, this is also another sign that your guardian angel is with you. The next one is small gifts, whether it be coins, pebbles, crystals. You see something, you're out walking and you see a beautiful stone and you pick it up. That could be a sign that your guardian angel is with you. Next one is media signs. Let's say if you have this question like, oh, I'm not even sure what people would even ask a guardian angel, but let's say if I had one and I said, how am I going to pay this bill? Like I'm stuck and I don't have enough money to pay and I really need to pay this bill. And I'm watching television and a commercial pops up for, we're looking for people who have allergies and we're paying them $300, for them to come participate in our study. And the bill is $300. There's your sign. There's your sign that your guardian angel connected you and gave you your answer through a media sign. Next is coincidences. Coincidences are, some people believe that there is no such thing as a coincidence, and then some people do believe that there are. If it just seems too coincidental, then it might not be a coincidence. It could be your guardian angel giving you a sign that they are there and they're helping you. And the last but not least is scent. You could smell dried roses. You could smell any kind of flowers. Different scents out of nowhere could be an indication that your guardian angel is there with you and letting you know that they're with you at that time. So that's guardian angel. And the last one is, excuse me, an archangel. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Each archangel, I feel like it's archangel. I'm going to go with archangel. Each archangel, please, if I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. It's assigned a grid area to watch over. They have designated duties. For example, Michael is responsible for solstice energy changes 4 times a year in the northern and southern hemispheres. We have seasonal changes. Uriel looks after the balance of the energies and ecostructure of planet Earth. Each one has specific talents to guide and help mankind. For example, Raphael helps and guides us with healing. Michael helps us with confidence, self-esteem, and empowerment. Gabriel is the inspirer who motivates us. I'm going to attempt to say this next one. Azrael, I hope I'm saying that correctly, is the angel of death. He records all deaths and brings all dead souls across to the light. You can call upon any of them to guide you and give you advice. You have to be patient, though, and willing to wait for the answer. Meditation is the way to connect with them, and the way to hear their answers. Meditation is always key in hearing things, to connect with you, a higher form of yourself, to connect with, guardian angels, archangels. I'm just gonna say both versions of the word because I'm not quite sure if it's arch or arc. So let's go with arch. There's a CH. I'm gonna change it up constantly. I don't know why I keep telling everybody I'm gonna say arch when I know the next time I say it, I'm gonna say arc. So there are 7 of them, and they are Michael, Jophiel, Chamuel, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Zadkiel. I am not too familiar with archangels, but I can certainly look into more information if anybody is interested. I mean, you can Google it, you can, read up on the information. I'm not too familiar with them as I don't use them, so I have not familiarized myself with them at all. But that is my video for today. And the next time, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next time. So if anybody has any suggestions, please feel free to shoot me an email or visit me on Facebook, or let me know, even on this video, just leave a comment what you think I should do next time. But I hope this was helpful to all of you, and I hope you have a blessed night. Bye.